Um, like this was like I gotta clip this, I gotta record this, you know, I gotta make this into a short because this is ridiculous. But you know, now I have no mana. I mean, how could I, right? I'm just gonna pass turn. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today I'm gonna be bringing you another deck tech, but before we go into that, just a quick reminder that if you wanna help out the channel, you just gotta leave that like and subscribe. It's super easy, doesn't take a lot of effort or time, so I would appreciate it a lot. And if you want, you can use my card trader affiliate link. I'm not sponsored by them, it doesn't cost you a cent extra, and you would be helping out the channel a lot. Also, I'd love to give a quick shout out to some of the people in my Twitter. Honestly, there are a lot of names, but mainly the guys at Children of Alara and Flankzy. I'll leave their channel or stream links in the description along with their Twitter. You should go follow, subscribe, you know, all of that good stuff. They really deserve it. Awesome people. Now, for the deck, this is going to be a Golgari token ramp deck. The purpose of this deck is to control the board using a lot of removal. You know, you can use cards like Infernal Grasp. Demon's Disciple also works as removal, you know, since when it is ETB, each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. Usually I just end up sacrificing Demon's Disciple itself. Soul Shatter and Baleful Mastery are two pretty good cards, you know, 2 instants, so you can use them whenever. Binding the Old Gods lets you destroy a target non-land permanent and opponent control, so not only creatures but also artifacts, enchantments, stuff like that, planeswalkers, whatever. Or you also have the Mituk Massacre route and just try and board wipe basically. So you have a lot of options control wise. Also, when you manage to ramp up a lot using cards like Field Trip, Roiling Regrowth, also the second step basically on Binding the Old Gods, Renin 7 can also help you with that, Storm the Festival also, but those two are why you're basically ramping up, you know. Field Trip and Rolling Regrowth will let you put extra lands on the field, so you can use cards like Ezekiel's Chariot, Blood Vial Purveyor, Renin 7 and Storm the Festival a little bit sooner than expected. Just hit the board with force, you know, and just go all out basically. Cards like Duress will help you see what your opponents have, you know, what they're hiding, so you can plan accordingly for a couple of turns. And cards like Nighthawk Scavenger, you know, they do a little bit of everything. It has flying, death touch and lifelink. Scoot Swarm will let you, as always, create a bunch of tokens, you know, go with the go wide strategy basically. And Dollars of Horrors will help you deal with your opponent's board wipe, because even if they board wipe, they kill all your creatures, you can put down Dollars of Horrors, pay 1, tap it, and start bringing them back basically. On the sideboard we have 2 Environmental Sciences, 1 Necrotic Fumes, 1 Basic Conjuration, 1 Containment Breach, 1 Pest Summoning and 1 Mascot Exhibition. And land-wise, 9 Swamps, 8 Forests, 1 Light of the Hydra, 1 Darkboard Pathway, 3 Woodland Chasms, 1 Evolving Wilds and 2 Field of Ruins. Now, obviously, if you have more Darkboard Pathways, you should use it instead of the Woodland Chasm. I would argue 1 more or 2 more Evolving Wilds as well, because they go really well with the Scoot Swarm, but apart from that, this actually works out pretty well. And you know, that's it guys, the deck's explained finally. Let's see how it performs on the ladder now. I'll see you in a second. So, new deck, new month, new video, new everything. Let's see how this deck performs. Terribly, as we as we can see right now, it's not performing. Jesus, this is something else. But I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm thinking of taking out one of the swamps because I kinda need the Nighthawk Scavenger. Demon's Disciple would probably be the next best choice, but I don't know why I haven't played the Evolving Wilds first. I'm gonna play it right now. I'm just gonna crack it. No need waiting, and I'm gonna play the rest just to see what our opponent is playing with. Ran in 7, fantastic, and the rest is all land. So that one was a very fruitful duress for sure. He got all land. I don't know why he chose Rhyme with Pulse. He could have just, you know, baited me a little bit. I mean, he didn't attack or whatever. Should I take this opportunity to just get more mana? Yeah, I think I'm going to. We're in a pretty good spot so far. That just lets me take a... I think I'm gonna take the Environmental Sciences either way. I know I've been playing with a lot of decks like this, you know, but they're like the Nizika's Chariot is actually pretty good right now. They're like the halfway line that I kinda accept for the control decks, you know. Like, they're very controlling, but they're also extremely, you know, you can do a lot of cool stuff with them. You know, I have creatures, I have Nizika's Chariot, I have Ren in 7, I have Nighthawk Scavenger, you know what I mean? So I see no problem with this. Always, man, always with the answers. Always with the goddamn answers. That's fine. That's fine. He only has 1 land in hand and 2 prosperous innkeepers on the field. But it's annoying. It's fine, but it's annoying. Still fine though. Should I play this one? He's forced to sack one of his innkeepers. I'll sack one of the cats because why not? I still have enough for an Environmental Sciences, or to leave mana open for the Infernal Grasp. I'm gonna attack first, but I'm gonna do that. So I get damage, and then I'll take out one of the cat. Really, it's just for him not to, you know, be able to gain a bunch of life out of the blue. Because right now he's being pretty mana screwed. And I think he just found like a very good answer. Why do I talk? Okay, maybe not. Like the Nizika's Chariot is difficult to deal with, but I think I have some answers, so I'm not gonna really complain that much about it. Now, it does have another use of Storm the Festival available. We did have it. Alright, but that's not in his hand, so that would just been stupid. Now I'm pretty sure he's not gonna use the Chariot if he sees the Nighthawk Scavenger, or maybe he will just because he wants to, you know, I don't know, just because he wants to make more tokens. I have no idea. Okay, so his creatures have that touch. This is a perfect time for him to attack, at least with the 1/1s. Okay, so he has Stormed the Festival. Again, let's see what he hits. 1 Planeswalker and 1 Binding the Old Gods. This is ridiculous, man. Let's be honest. At least I have answers for both, but those are 2 pretty good Storm the Festivals and we were kinda stable, and now we are extremely screwed. At least I'm gonna get a chance to kill the chariot, so not everything is bad. And obviously next turn I can actually kill you know, the planeswalker. Lolth. I have no creatures here. I have a Nighthawk Scavenger, yeah, but so I think I'm going to duress because I want to see what he has in hand. Okay, that kind of worked out. And now Baleful Mastery, but should I pay just the 2? Now I'm not gonna give him a chance to draw more answers because clearly his draws are way too good. Like getting an Ezek, he doesn't even worry about baiting me, but I can see why. So this has been tough, but I'm going to do this. This has been a very rough game, and we haven't really gotten any answers. Hopefully the Scoot Swarms will help me stabilize a little bit. Next turn I wouldn't mind getting Renin 7. Or at the very least a Mitsuk Massacre, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need it. The Renin 7 was supposed to be for me. God damn it. Okay, this is one of those games that it's GG already. I have no choice. I have no options. I'm just gonna take the hits and just call it a day, you know. Okay, I guess, you know. So I'm gonna take that one out. Like, I'm gonna be creating some Scoot Swarms for sure. That's gonna be helpful when it comes to the blocking, but still, you know. Now he's probably gonna activate the hull. The next 4 cards on his deck were Renin 7, Prosperous Innkeeper, and Ezek's Chariot. So he's gonna... This is ridiculous, man. Is he gonna attack with everything? Of course. So... I'm gonna have to make some choices, obviously. I'm gonna do... well... this. I'm gonna do... this. That, and I'm gonna take 2, 7, right? Okay, at least I got land. That means I can probably survive maybe one more turn. I think I'm gonna go with the Nighthawk Scavenger though. The Death Touch is probably gonna be helpful. Death Touch and Lifelink, that means I can kill either the Hall of Storm Giants or the crazy 11-11. I think I'll kill the crazy 11-11. Okay, so first of all, okay, now I gotta do this and this maybe. I'll take one. Izol. Yeah. Okay, so now this is something. So should I put Demon's Disciple in? I can sacrifice the Demon's Disciple, and then I create a big creature. I'll block his big creature. I kill the Hall of Storm Giants if he attacks with it. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'll sack the Demon's Disciple, sorry. He sacks that one, obviously. -3. No attacks. Because I can keep blocking the 11-11, you know? I wouldn't mind Roiling Regrowth again, just so I can make a bunch of more Scoot Swarms, you know? I would take a field trip also. Okay, so I can kill the Owl, and I'll chump block the big boy, the big boy token. This. Should I kill the Innkeeper? I'm not gonna kill the Innkeeper. Okay, this was actually a pretty good one, so I'm just gonna do this. Okay. Take out another Scoot Swarm. Okay, so should I attack? That's the big question. Yeah, I think I should, because I need start. You know, I have chump blockers, I have a 7-3 with that touch and lifelink, so I can hopefully start to stabilize a little bit. Okay, a 12-12. And we got it. I even clapped for a little bit. This was a very intense, tough game, man. Dollars of Horrors really came in clutch. Renin 7 really appeared when we most needed, but the rest of the game was just, you know, kinda crazy. This duress also, this one, I don't even remember, but I took out one of them, their Renin 7s. You know, but look at what they found with the goddamn Stormed Festival, man. Pretty good game, if I might say so myself. Let's get to another one. So, last game was rough for us. The shuffler didn't really work in our favor. I think I'm gonna keep this. It only has 2 lands, that's my main problem. But I have a bunch of lands on this deck. I have 25 lands on this deck, so I'm bound to eat another one, right? At least one more, so I can Demon Disciple or Mitsuk Massacre. I'm gonna keep it. These look good. So I'm gonna... You know, last game was a little rough. We got a lot of mana. A lot of mana. You know, for several turns in a row. At the end, our opponent also have a little spell of drawing only mana, but I feel like it was like 4 turns for him and like 8 or 9 for us easily. Like this was like, I gotta clip this, I gotta record this, you know, I gotta make this into a short because this is ridiculous. But you know, now I have no mana. I mean, how could I, right? I'm just gonna pass turn. Oh my god, this game needs a serious, like, I'm gonna try and kill it. Okay. but this game seriously needs a new look, honestly. Like, I just hope I get one land finally. Now I'm not even gonna risk it. I only have that 2 more forests. Let me see. I still have 14 lands in my deck. Let's see how many can stay after this. Okay. Okay, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4 lands and a lot of nothing else, to be honest. I'm gonna get another swamp just because. Yeah, but I don't see us winning this game as well, so I'm still gonna clip that. That was kind of funny, not gonna lie. He has a lot of mana open. He didn't have any counters, but maybe he has them now. I'm still gonna try it. Dollars of Horrors. Okay. Now, what can I go get from here? A Scoot Swarm. That's not pretty helpful. I don't know why I thought I had something else. I'm gonna Binding the Old Gods next turn. I mean, let's see, right? I don't know when meal decks became a thing again. I don't know why either. But apparently they did. Because Maddening Cacophony, I mean, probably because of the meta being so ridiculously like controlling, right? In terms of, so I should have done this first, but he's going to go down to 1. He's going down to 1 right now. See, I was talking and I did a huge misplay that I should have never done. He's probably have a Doomscar yet. That was pretty obvious. This was a huge misplay on my half. I just hope it doesn't come back to bite us, but now I have no creatures here, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go for it, storm the festival, see what I can get. With any luck, I'll get a couple creatures, and with the Dollars of Horrors, I can bring him back next turn. So let's see what I get with the Storm the Festival. Oh, now he has a counter, of course. Of course. How did I miss that, right? He didn't have counters. Never. But now he has counters. Now. Okay, so the rest. A Leer, of course, because why not? And yes, I'm extremely salty. As you can tell. Like, this is ridiculous, man. What does... Okay, so another Doomscar. But if he doesn't take out the Dollars of Horrors, I think we got this. Finally. Finally, a little bit of luck, man. Honestly, this This was painful to watch. Yes, I'm very salty. I apologize for that on the you know, for being so salty on the commentary, but the last 2 games I've played just really annoyed me, and this one, playing against mill decks, it's not that difficult and it's not that annoying, but after those last 2 games I was pretty, you know, pissed about, especially the first one, because the second one was basically I played against an aggro deck, they got the right curves, the right cards, whatever, and they just beat me. Can't be too mad at that. But the first one, the shuffler, was insane. I already deleted the recording, but if I find it, I'll put something on my socials or whatever. And I'm still gonna do the this part of the first Maddening Cacophony. This was funny. This was actually funny. Anyway, let's get to another one, I guess. So, after that last game, I promise I'm going to try and be a little bit less salty. Even with the shuffler shenanigans that we usually see when we play Arena. So I'm gonna keep this hand. Basically because of the duress, the field trip are 2 decent cards for the first couple of turns. Binding the Old Gods is a fantastic 4th drop, and Random 7 is just fantastic, but World Championship. Okay, so again, a green deck, Blessing of Frosts. The amount of spend to cast a spell, pretty good, but this seems like another oh no, this is Simic, right? Okay, so this is a Simic deck, and we already have enough mana for the Binding the Old Gods, for the Binding the Old Gods, sorry. And tap each Snow Permanent. Yeah, I gotta kill that thing quickly. Unfortunately, I cannot do it right now, but next turn I'll have to. Hopefully it's not going to be too late. I think I'm gonna need life eventually, so I'm gonna put this one there. I mean, next turn I can also do Mitsuk Massacre. Now I cannot. Now I cannot. This is starting to become really dangerous. Very dangerous for sure. But I gotta take out that yarn or whatever it's called. So, options. I can Mitsuk Massacre for 3, take out 2 of these creatures, take a big, like 7 hit, and then take out the Spirit of the Alder Guard. This one's gonna be huge too, but I think this is the way, right? Plus I'm gonna gain a little bit of life. Or does he have something to give more power to... Okay, he doesn't have, so... yeah, not 7, I mean probably 5 or 6. Okay, so let me just check something here. Do I have something to kill the Alder Guard there? I don't, so I'm gonna have to Renin 7. I think Renin 7 is the best option right now, because I'm gonna create a big tree folk, right? and at least we can trade, and I still get the binding the old gods for that huge kraken that he has. I'm gonna trade, yeah. Right now I feel like I really have to. I don't have any creatures there. I just got a pretty good draw, to be honest. So I think I'm gonna put it on the fields, gain a little bit more life, also more mana. Okay, didn't lose that much. So let's see what our opponent does now. I wouldn't mind, I think. I mean, this one isn't ideal, but it's not awful as well. This one's rough, for sure. Because I'm kinda saving the binding the old gods, but he keeps putting in big creatures, so I have to do something. Maybe sacrifice the run in 7, I don't know. Okay, so that's an 8 now. Maybe I should just use the binding on that one. Like, that's an 8/8, so with the run in 7, I think we got a pretty good chance of, you know, keeping the 8/8. I'm gonna take out a forest. I'm gonna put one of each in, and this one too. And I think I'm gonna +1 again. Okay, that was kind of rough, but since I have Dollars of Horrors, cannot really complain about that one, right? Next turn we're gonna be able to storm the festival and create another tree folk, so that's gonna be pretty good. He's gonna take... which cards is gonna take from my graveyard? Probably stuff that gives me mana, right? The only thing I noticed was a roiling regrowth. So is it cracker time? Not time. Like, I'm very focused on what I'm seeing. Okay, this kraken is definitely huge, for sure, but let's see what we can get next turn. I think I'm gonna Dollars of Horrors next turn, put a Scoot Swarm in, and just put one land, obviously, because I need to run in 7. But I think I'm gonna need the... definitely gonna need the blockers. Okay, I completely understand. I mean, why our opponent is taking a little bit of time, this is a tough situation to be in, so you know. Like, he can attack if he wants to. I think I can still block, right? Okay. He's gonna cry 5, right? Draw 3. This is a pretty good card. I have a deck on the channel that I use a lot of these cards that he's actually using. None of these two though, I don't think I have them. But yes, I'm gonna block. I don't know why he attacked, but I'm sure there's a reason. I'm just not really seeing it right now. Oh, of course, but he could have done that either way, so... Okay, if he has more than one Blizzard Brawl, that's gonna be rough. Maybe that's exactly what he's looking for. But at least I don't think he can play it right now. Ooh, I also have an Infernal Grasp. Like, I have a lot of mana, I can do all of those things. Okay, so I'm gonna do Dollars of Horrors first. Okay, I'm gonna get a Scoot Swarm. Field of Ruin. I'm gonna see if I can kill the Kraken, because I think he can... Yeah, he can return 3 Snowlands to his hand and not let me kill the Kraken. Which I don't really mind him doing, because that means he cannot attack with it as well, so that's always a good thing, right? Now I'll create a big beast. An 11/11. I'll swing with that one, and now let's see what happens. Let's see what its turn brings. Okay, he spent all his mana doing that. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but I get it. That was actually pretty good, not gonna lie. So I think I know what I'm gonna do. I only have 2, but let's go. Creating 4 more, right? Exactly. Now I'm gonna try and kill this one again. I got it. And we got this. This was another intense game. Our opponent's deck was pretty good, but I feel we were not always in control, but when we managed to kinda stabilize, it would be difficult for him you know, to deal with the sheer amount of power we had on the field, you know. Next turn I was going to storm the festival, and I have no idea what we would have got, but probably, hopefully, some good stuff. At least lands right now would be amazing as well, honestly. But you know, it was a good win, and these 3 games were pretty big, so I'm gonna go right to the final thoughts, and I'll see you in a couple minutes. So final thoughts, everyone. As you can see, the deck works out pretty well. It takes a little bit of while for the deck to really, you know, come in clutch. You know what I mean? Like, you need to ramp up a little bit, but that's why you have cards like Field Trip and Roiling Regrowth. But once you get a certain amount of mana, you just gotta have a little bit of luck with the shuffler, you know, how the shuffler is in that day. If you're drawing the right things, it's pretty difficult to deal with a deck like this. Like, it has a lot of options, you have a lot of removal, you have some creatures that can give you life, you know, you have a Scoot Swarm that can make an entire army. Renin 7 is just fantastic card, you know. Dollars of Horrors really came in clutch in that last game. In 1 or 2 turns we made like what, 6 Scoot Swarms. A lot of S's on that phrase. Ezika's Chariot is fantastic. I don't know why it took me so long to craft this card, but I'm kinda stingy, I guess. Blood Vial Purveyor, I don't see this card get played enough, to be honest. 4 mana for a 5/6 with flying, trample, and whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player creates a blood token. Whenever Blood Vial Purveyor attacks, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each blood token defending player controls. Like, this card is fantastic in my opinion. Cheap, you know, it only costs 4 and it does a lot. Like, Nighthawk Scavenger is another one that is very good. You need to do a little bit more for this card to be as good, you know, because this is dependent on what's in the graveyard. But you know, apart from that, this card is very good. Mitsuk Massacre, Scoot Swarm, Renin 7 and Storm the Festival are by far my favorite cards of this deck. Like always, I usually pick those cards, you know, because they're really good. But that was it. That was the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, to subscribe, and you know, comment, share, all of that good stuff. I really appreciate it. As I said in the intro, man, really, shout out to all the people on my Twitter page. You know, they're the real MVPs. They're amazing people. Special shout out to Children of Alara, to Flankzy. I'll put all those links in the description, so you know, shout out to them honestly. And yeah, that was it. Guess I'll see you on the next one.